We interrupt this story for breaking news. Police are giving an update on the case of a young boy found dead in a Saratoga Springs home this morning, along with a woman in a critical condition. Let's take a live listen in.
Who were unresponsive and covered with blood. And so officers responded here, and along with medical, we had an 8-year-old male who was pronounced dead on scene. We had a 43-year-old female who was transported via ambulance to a local hospital and then airlifted to Utah Valley Hospital, where she remains and she's in critical condition. Right now, we're still right in the middle of the investigation, early stages. We are processing the scene. We have detectives at other locations doing interviews. And we have detectives at the hospital with the other victim. So right now, I don't have a lot to update you with. That's about where we're at. We're going to be here for several more hours. Obviously, we're doing all our due diligence inside the residence to find anything we can that might enlighten us to what happened in the residence. And so that's where we're at right now. I can take a couple questions if anybody has any.
Chief,
yeah.
The 17-year-old, is this daughter calling about mom and brother who she found?
Yeah, I believe it's mom and a stepbrother.
Chief, you mentioned doing interviews at the locations. Are you able to give any insight as to what these other locations are?
It's a couple of the interviews are taking place at our police department.
Okay.
And obviously our forensics unit and again Utah County Sheriff's Office are assisting us with the forensics. We're appreciative of that. But again, we're just trying to piece together with what little information we have right now and kind of move down the road.
Are you able to give an insight into the nature of the injuries, or is there any indication that they were caused by someone who's not here anymore?
You know what, we don't know who they were caused by. We're keeping all those avenues open, and I'm not really at will right now to tell you what the cause of the injuries are. Investigation's too early on and don't want to get...
Are you looking for a suspect?
Everybody's a suspect to us right now until we can get down the road on some things and start piecing it together. But again, I don't want to say anything that's going to give you the wrong,
Sir,
idea about something. Yeah.
how many people were inside at the moment of the incident?
When the phone call came in, we had we had 4 individuals, the deceased, the victim that's in critical condition, and a 17-year-old and a 15-year-old teenagers that were unharmed.
What was the status of the 15-year-old? Was the 15-year-old with the 17-year-old making that call?
She made the call on her own. She's the one that located her mom and stepbrother. The 15-year-old was just in his room when we came in. So,
had the teenagers been home for a while, or did they just return?
I'm not positive what time they got home. As far as we know, they had been in the house and just woke up here.
Was it being treated as a homicide, Chief?
It's a death investigation for sure.
How are they doing? I mean, after something like this, do they have family that's taking care of them? Are they?
They do have some family. There was a previous marriage, and that father is with the 17 and 15-year-old. So they do have a support system right now with them.
Is there any danger to the public right now? Pretty big community out here. Anyone should be worried about anything?
We're not concerned about any danger to the community right now. If that changes, we would definitely give an update. Again, we're so early on in this and processing things that if we do come across some information that leads us down another direction where we might have somebody outstanding and we know for sure they're a threat, we'll get that information out to everybody.
Does the 8-year-old boy's father live in the home?
No.
Do you know
but he has been notified.
Do you know the positioning of where the victims, where the 8-year-old was, where the sister, where was everyone?
Yeah, not willing to release that right now. Don't want to hamper the investigation anyway.
newer, homes, a lot of cameras in the area, I would think. I mean, is there kind of a wider effort to being able to gather much from around the neighborhood?
Yeah, we're working on all that stuff. Obviously, we've got to jump through some hoops for some of these people at times to get the information we want from Ring and some other carriers, but we're looking into all that. We're going to have some article dogs going through the area just in case they pick up on anything. And so trying to cover all our bases and, again, just piece it together.
I don't know if off the top of your head you know when something like this would have happened previously in Saratoga Springs. I mean, I feel like thankfully it's not often.
Yeah, we're a growing large city, and these things seem to happen a little bit more often than they used to. I'm sure if you go back and check your records, you'll see that we've had a couple major incidents like this over the last couple of years. But really, I don't want to comment on that stuff right now. We're focusing on this one, and we're going to do the best we can to try to piece together what happened here today.
Chief, any update on the mom's condition right now? Anything else you know?
As far as we know, we do have detectives at the hospital too, but as far as we're getting, it's critical condition, extremely critical condition. So, and she's got family at the hospital too, that we sent there when they showed up here. So.
We saw, when we first arrived, we saw a couple of people here. I think maybe were family members, if they came out to the scene and then left afterwards.
We did have, I believe the ex-husband and his partner, I don't know what their relationship is, show up. And they were helpful and gave us a little bit of information. They were concerned about, it was the father of the 15 and 17-year-old. And so obviously they were concerned. So we let them see their kids, and then they've been with them ever since, and with a couple of our detectives, and we're doing some interviews with them and trying to, again, piece together some information.
So 15 and 17-year-olds are one dad, and 8-year-old was another dad?
Yes.
So then not stepbrother, half-brother to the children.
Okay. Yeah. So that's about all I got for you right now. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right, here's what we've learned in this latest update of that death investigation in Saratoga Springs. We're seeing a teenager, 17-year-old girl, making that call about a mom and a half-brother, it seems that they're saying there. The boy and the woman covered in blood when police arrived. The woman still in extremely critical condition. That 8-year-old has passed. Detectives doing interviews right now with everyone, and they're saying everyone is a suspect right now. Inside the home, the 17-year-old and a 15-year-old boy were unharmed when police arrived. So everyone, they're saying, is a suspect as they continue to investigate. Still a lot of questions in that investigation. We'll continue to keep you updated as we learn more right here on ABC4 and on ABC4.com.